Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise. Last time I was thinking I would have to get to 221 for the harder versions of some of the Risen Elder Dragons, and while 221 appears to be the requirement to participate in special investigation versions of the harder Risen Elder Dragons, 211, which I've reached, unlocks 8-star Anomaly quests, and based on the different visual, like the swoopy orange stuff, these are the harder versions, I'm pretty sure. Because it's a different... I checked the internet. And if I go... I don't actually know where these are stored. I don't know where the normal... There. They look different. So today, I'm going to do one, and then in the next video I'll do the other, and then the next I'll do the other. I'll probably do 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. I'll do this one first, but
I hope we can talk again soon.
as a starting point, so Kushala Daora has a little bit of dragon weakness. Camellios has a bit of dragon weakness. A bit of dragon weakness. It's not optimal. I guarantee that there are better weapons, like a fire weapon would be better. But basically, considering I think this is my best... This is the only weapon that I've properly upgraded. Like 355, 55 dragon element versus 310, 49 fire. I'm sort of thinking I'll stick with this because of the higher raw. But maybe that's the wrong choice. And like water, not the best either. So I can upgrade these, but for now I'm sticking with just simple, same old setup. Low defense because of Hellfire Mail. Bunch of normal. I switched out Master's Touch. Like I re-rolled the legs that had Master's Touch, and I got a level of weakness exploit, which like one level is not the best, but it's not the worst. I still have other stuff I should roll more, but
I have faith that you will.
I'd rather just do the quest. I think I'm gonna do it with followers. I like trying without first, but these ones are kind of my assumption. They're still mostly the normal version, but there's a few changes. So it's not like a totally brand new fight. I'm letting this play except allergies. I hate allergies. Even just mundane. Oh, now I have to blow my nose every 20 minutes.
That'll do.
Okay, everything's ready. Weapon is not ideal, but it's functional. Kushala Daora is Kushala Daora.
The hunt is on.
My assumption, based on the fact that the special investigations exist, is that this won't be too bad. If there's there might not be a harder version of everything. There might just be harder versions of the hard ones, but
Well,
it should be okay is my baseless hope. Yeah, I could pull it into another monster, get a quicker hunt that way, but for now I'll just hope that they run into each other and get wyvern rides that way instead of forcing it. I probably could have gotten
There it is.
too slow. Yeah, no, I cannot attack into counter for the first roar. Ooh. No, that's the same. It's just, it did it right away. It was just, it felt slower. I'm trying to figure out if it's the same or not. If there's anything different so far. I don't think there has been. I probably want... do I have a Vedic Extender 3 or am I sitting at 2? Oh, whoops. What a weird attack, honestly. It's not yellow. Is it only with the later phases that it does the yellow punch attacks? Okay, that's really wide. I hate that control. Get this game, get that out of this game. I'm not sure if that attack is different or if I've just not fought Kushala Daora a lot, because it's not exactly an interesting fight. Like, this is the same. I'm mostly just uncertain about the really wide forward blast attack. Air blast. This one's the same, I think. I just don't know the animation. Magnum. Great timing. Oh, actually the worst timing I could possibly imagine. If he'd shown up 10 seconds sooner, they would have fought each other probably. But instead, they just... the Magnemalo just left. Big roar. 2 roars in a row. No, that... okay. It's just a wide hitbox. And I couldn't do anything with the amp state because it left and then roared twice in a row. Oh, it's not going to attack me. Oh, what a helpful explosion that was. Oh, it wings flapped up just in time. I don't really like Kushala Daora. Like, it's not the worst monster in this game, but it is just kind of not... it's like the least interesting Elder Dragon in this game. In my opinion. And like the only thing it really has going for it, not from a fun fight perspective, but as a monster in general, is its like wind. But that wind is obnoxious more than it is fun to me. Like that attack I actually like one side attack, other side attack. It's a good style of attack.
Are you ready?
Oh, I missed barely. Like, these tornadoes are not terrible, they're just annoying. It's sort of just not...
Opportunity.
It's sort of... You can avoid them, but... There's very little interesting about avoiding the tornadoes. And like, some of the other types of climbing, some of the other types of big AoE control attacks are, maybe this is where it's different.
You're the target. Very kind of you.
I would think it might have a different animation in this stage. Those, you know, the spirally bits around its body might be different or new. Based on the fact that that's like what the model or the image for the quest changed, I would assume that would be where it is different. I do like that the degree of tracking on that attack is nice, because it's not like too extreme. Like, I think the tracking on the Teostra double fire beam attack is a bit too much for my personal taste.
Let us move.
There's no red here. There is normal wire bug though. There's red and 10. So yeah. I don't know.
Leave this monster to me.
I'm hoping for something interesting. I should go grab the marionette spider at the entrance between 9 and 10. Then I could push this guy, or pull this guy into a wall when he's in this state. For easier returning him to normal phase.
Masterful work.
Ish, too far. And the head switches my location. Leaves to the same place for some reason. I think, personally, one issue with the Risen Elder Dragons is you don't really need... By the time
Revive my trusty weapon.
I've gotten to them, most of them I don't really care about getting parts from them. Now, the Rise Gems seem like a good source of material for talismans.
Brace yourself.
Yeah, no, this is a bad idea.
You're in danger.
That should have hit me. Yeah, no. Can't counter that. There's no way. What is it doing? Okay, explosion. Would that be fun? If every time it does that attack it gets bigger. And it's still avoidable by like counters and stuff. Which is constantly bigger
It's targeting you.
storm cloud every time it does that attack. I mean, so far it doesn't seem different, despite the supposed changes. Okay, I need a ZSD or ZSD. Except I can't hit anything. Because it's just moving erratically. Okay, get me to the face. That's somehow got the arm.
Thanks for the support. Any last words?
Ay, visually absolutely awful. Oh, I couldn't even tell where its face was. Turn. Yeah, I don't know. It's like Teostra, Risen Teostra has one move that I don't like. But other than that, it's still like kind of fun. And Risen Chameleos is actually really interesting compared to normal Chameleos. This still just... It's possible this doesn't have anything new. And if it does, it's just so minor that it's just kind of a letdown. Because it's sort of the same issue as just the basic Risen. It doesn't, other than the phase change, it still just feels like a normal, like, Kushala Daora. Like, the Crimson Glow Volstrax. I'm playing it too much, trying to walk instead of roll. Like, Risen Crimson Glow Volstrax has, like, a couple interesting changes. Like, when it phase changes to the, I don't know, Risen phase, it, lovely timing. Absolutely terrible. Like, when it phase changes, it can do a crazy big AoE spin attack. This doesn't have that sort of attack.
Some humans could learn from you.
Like, Risen Kushala Daora just
It's up to something!
feels kind of normal. Like, this is different, I guess. But it's not interesting to me. Oh, flashbanged out of that attack. Like, I love getting stuck. Of course, just as I activate that, it is leaving, and you can't latch on when they're leaving because it's a game-specific change, not an in-world justifiable action.
Not quite sharp enough.
Yeah. Why would its first choice be to do that? Instantly hop behind me. Float. Oh, of course. That was just a bad choice. Wonderful. Face, please? Not face, somehow.
Are you ready?
Okay, interesting impact. Like, I don't know. Okay, I have to roll early on that because its AoE is weird.
Brace yourself!
Oh, okay, yeah, obviously I can't wire bug if I don't have a wire bug. That's such a, like, I guess you could probably greed and then it'll be dangerous, but that attack is fairly safe most of the time. And also, the more I've done, like, basically just Camellia specifically, hunts, the fall down on, like, Risen State completion, it's predictable, but it's also so over the top. Like, it's very much movie shot to death, over dramatic, like, visual. Like, they rear back and they do like a full 270-degree turn. It's very over the top. And then they always land, well, they generally spin 270 and land with their head to the right of where I'm looking at them, because I'm looking at the monster as it's attacking me and then falling. Which is just such a weird... It being predictable is kind of useful, but it's still just odd. That, like, Kushala, Daora, and Chameleos both sort of fall in the same way.
I am in your debt.
I could counter that. I would have failed that counter. I would have countered way early. Wait, this is just a stupid... Yeah, okay. I wonder what the Ice Blight does to a dragon. Because it's not gonna reduce wire bug recovery. Bet I could check. Up. I probably should find any of the sub camps, I think. I should probably actually find them. But I actually think it's much funnier for me, and maybe just for me, to still not have, like, all the wire bugs in place, or great wire bugs. Like, not having all the great wire bugs and beating the game would be much funnier. Beating. Getting to, like, fighting all the monsters and their various harder versions. Which, like, beating is probably... any metric of... Oh, that's a very, that attack seems to stretch far behind his arms, which is interesting. But beating the game probably would be more like completing all the quests, getting all the achievements. Oh. Hello. Hello, Gosarog. Please go away. Ah. Thank you, Gosarog, for triggering... What was that? It just did tornadoes. Weird. It didn't even do like a dive bomb or a explosion.
I think you can handle things here.
All the way across the map to go grab a Magnum Aloe. Yeah, I'm glad I did this with followers, just because it makes it quicker. Yeah, I have to roll very preemptively on that, I think. I think maybe I have to decide if I want to do another Risen today. I kind of want to leave it for next time, but they're so mundane. I might as well do the next one and potentially die. I can't do anything.
Absolutely flawless.
Anticlimactic ending. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything different about that.
Quality stuff, Ace.
I shall put
If there is, it's super minor. I mean, like, maybe bigger AoEs, maybe different timing on different attacks. Like, I don't know. It just felt the same. Because I haven't hunted it enough to know every single move. It's just kind of...
not quite sharp enough.
For all I know, there was nothing different about that. And like, if there wasn't a different icon, if the internet didn't say there was something different, I would have just said, oh, that's normal. Maybe it was normal. Maybe the internet didn't say this one was different. Well, it's kind of not different than a few others too, like actual hazard labeled quests.
Successful hunt.
Like hazard Garangol. The only noticeable difference with that was that I think it's huge. Like, I think it was just bigger. But maybe it had different moves. And it just wasn't noticeable. So quests give half experience, I guess. So yeah, I'll do another one. I'll do the Teostra. Teostra might be rough. I'll leave Chameleos for next time. This is not going to go well. Though actually, I think I've done it once, and I did it without followers, so this actually might be easier. Yeah, I've only done it once. So it's actually possible this might be easier since I'm going to do it with followers, even if it's a harder version.
Let's go.
'Cause yeah, it doesn't
Let us begin.
seem different. And I don't know this. I mean, Risen Chameleos, I've hunted a few times. There's actually a chance that I would notice differences with that. Yeah, 7 hunts. I might actually notice a difference if it is different.
That's right.
But I haven't done Teostra since that first try. And that first try had multiple carts due to one attack. There's exactly one attack that's dangerous, I think. Or, I mean, there's more attacks that are dangerous. But there's one attack that's especially dangerous. So I have to be very careful. It's probably actually better if I'm closer, because angles. And if I'm far away, I have to move further to adjust the angle. I think this is also, I think Teostra's kind of, it's the least interesting Risen visual design. At least the normal Risen Teostra. This might be different. I don't remember how there being such clearly white on the wings, but that could be because of the lighting. That might be quicker. The time between those 2 blast swipes seems shorter. And the blast... like, the orbs might be larger? I could be tricking myself. But to me they look like they could be bigger. Just because they overlapped on that one attack. And visually, them overlapping, I don't remember them doing that. Yeah, because they look closer together. I haven't hunted a Teostra in a while. I've done a bunch of high rank Teostras, but like
Thanks for the support.
maybe one master rank and one risen. So I don't really think this will go well. Or specifically very well, but of course it leaves.
Don't let it get away! I shall use this chance wisely.
I think it's goofy that it flies. I really think it should just run to here when it's only going that far, but they just defaulted, I guess, to making it fly wherever it needs to go so that it's easier. Presumably there's some weird logic that they have established. So phase change to fire phase? It's covered in powder, so this should be blast. Oh, right into that. Or is this the double phase where it's both? And yeah, those are bigger, I think. That could be master rank, even. Or just risen. Could be either just the changes of master rank or the changes of it being arisen in general. That's probably not new, but it might. That looks different. I don't think I've seen that one before. But that, again... I'm only confident comparing it to high rank, not even master rank, so... Too slow. I don't need to heal. But playing it safely is for the best. Eesh. That was fiery. That was weird. Why were there no blast? Why was there no blast powder near me? There's just an opening in the circle. Bigger than the other openings all around it. See, that's a swipe, so it makes sense. Supernova? That's probably normal sized.
Some humans could learn from you.
Too slow. Barely too slow, but still too slow. Oh, lovely. Always roaring to interrupt the attempts to heal. Fire, so it just has a constant dot around it.
Keep attacking! An excellent opportunity.
It doesn't... It flies for the short path to get to here, but then it jumps up these individually instead of flying all the way up. Like, I have a quicker path up here than it did. Like, it could have just flown. Weird. Very much specific weirdness. Brave Renoplos. Is this No, that's not Renoplos. The Renoplos are the feet guy, the ground guys. That's... Oh, it does start with an R, I think. Remobra? Oh, I thought it exploded quicker than that.
Very kind.
So those are pretty weak attacks. Going very slowly because I'm playing it very cautious. Over aggressive there. I really enjoyed high rank Teostra. I don't know how I feel about master rank and above. No red wire bugs that I can see. Okay, let's move this way.
Observe how it's done.
Or not. What is that attack? Like, is it really that 74 damage? I guess it hits more if they don't jump back. Like, they always jump back, so it's one of the worst Wyvern Ride moves in the game. I guess maybe if it's like something weak to fire, it would hit for more than 74, and then it would hit like 15 times, and it would actually be good. I love when monsters shift where I'm attacking because I can't do anything. Please don't explode. Okay, not a supernova, so I'm fine. This is where I die on that one attack. Ooh, that was a smaller arc than I expected on that. It looks pretty fast. It's a very quick monster right now, which might be the difference or the difference. Ooh, that lingered longer than I thought.
Wonderful work, my friend.
I just would rather not get hit. I need to be more... better positioning is necessary. Oop. Ooh, it cleared up the flash bug very quick. Oh yeah, I hate that attack.
Now's my chance.
That dog should be getting roasted by the fire there. It's moving, yep.
After it.
Except as always, it's always really awkward. Because, oh, they're going that way? They gotta run the exact opposite direction to get to the center first.
Excuse me.
Such a weird mechanic. It'd be so much better if it didn't do that.
Brace yourself.
Oh, bad choice. I can probably counter it. Oh, that's new. Cool. I don't know if that might just be normal risen though, for all I actually know. Ooh. That combo looked different than at least what I remember. Which admittedly, I've only done... not different than risen, just generally a new type of attack for this. Because the blast powder behaves totally differently. Again, it's probably just normal risen stuff. I don't like that it doesn't have as clear of a sphere, which is fine. I just... Compared to the other ones, it feels weird that these ones are less obvious for some reason. As always, heal me after I'm full HP.
I am in your debt.
I'm glad that's actually an accurate AoE. Yep, too aggressive. I don't have time to do that attack there. I need to wait for actual openings instead of trying to make openings when there are none. Because it's too quick.
To learn from you.
Like here I would have an opening if I hadn't rolled so far away. I mean, relax? You just supernova'd. That was kind of not the direction I wanted to move, but it worked out.
You're in danger.
Probably shouldn't have gone for that attack. Apparently it was the right choice though. Can sit here for a second. Explosion. Gonna fall on the right. Yeah, like the full like 270-degree turn. I hate being moved by the feet like that. It's super obnoxious. Somehow that didn't latch. Oh, because it's leaving.
Keep
And
attacking.
it has to fly to the center of the area to fly to the other place despite starting closer. Really hope Wilds changes that. Because fix would not be the right word. Because it is 100% intentional. Like, I don't believe it's a bug, it's just a weird decision. Arm, that's acceptable. If I can break the arm, it's a reasonable source of healing. What did they go grab? Oh, Rock Nakadaki. Explosion. Pretty good time for the Rock Nakadaki to get here. Except I still can't hit because... it just moves so much. Please don't supernova the Rock Nakadaki, because that would be really bad.
Face my fury.
I can't see what's happening.
I never did see.
Okay. I'm gonna go for this. It's probably worth it. Not face somehow.
You're done.
Bad idea. It worked. I do like the visual design of the explosions. It's very nice. Oops, that was too aggressive. One, two, spin, Madoo. Probably too aggressive, yep. I'm dead. I'm not dead. You went easy on me.
You have my thanks.
I should be dead there, but I wasn't. They did at least heal me that time, before I had healed myself.
Now's my chance.
I don't know if that double explosion is a change or not. I don't remember it. I should really try to counter that, I think. And at worst, learn that it can't be countered or something. Or, you know, miss the timing and die despite the fact that it can, but... I hate the feet moving me. I missed because I got the angle wrong on my controller. Which is a weird way to say that I aimed poorly, but like... I don't know, it feels like there's a distinction between aiming poorly and getting the angle wrong. Despite the fact there is no difference, because getting the angle wrong is aiming poorly. I feel like its face should break pretty soon. Bad idea. Good thing I rolled in. 1, 2. Back off. One. No follow-up. Weird. Kind of a weak attack for this guy. It really likes to run around. It's like a dog. Dogs like to go for walks. Though it's more of a cat design-wise, like lion and such, but... It wasn't targeting anyone but me, so why would you say it's targeting you? What a liar. I think there'd be a funny mechanic if there was a monster that they implemented that you had to, like, walk. You didn't have to trap it, but like... Or trap it, like in this game's case, you wouldn't have to use like a stink mink to pull it, and it would just chase you until it got tired, and then you could fight it without it being crazy. Or you could fight it when it was full energy and it's harder. It would be fun. It would be super tedious to run around for that type of thing. So it would have to be like a minor benefit at most. Otherwise it would be super obnoxious. But I just like the idea in my head of taking a monster for a walk to calm it down. You do like a... I was gonna say Pokemon Monster Hunter. I should be trying to cut the tail, but it's not really that necessary. I mean, Monster Hunter Stories is Pokemon Monster Hunter. But I'm like, oh, you have to go for a walk to calm them down so that you can actually catch them. I'm gonna die. I got lucky. Because I should have died there. My positioning was terrible. My wire bug direction was bad. Well, that gains range as it goes. Because the first attack missed. Then on the return swing, it was... It really likes to run around. On the return swing, it reached me. Which is kind of neat.
Looks useful.
This is a very specific thing to notice. Yeah. The Pyrochnidaki disappeared from the top right corner before it disappeared from the map. Great timing. I think it's funny that they remove it in that sort of order instead of like doing it at the same time. I wonder if it's actually just to help the player a little. Like if they notice that it's leaving from the top screen, they know that they can't do anything with it, that it will leave soon. Like maybe that's the reason.
Are you ready?
Explosion. Doesn't Teostra have very minor, but doesn't it have tail attacks? Like where it sweeps them a couple times? There it is. Exactly as I mentioned it. I hadn't seen that once this entire fight. This attack. I'm bad at dodging it. I say as I dodge it, but that was the attack that I was most worried about. Oh. Yep. Left bumper. I hate you.
An excellent opportunity.
Left bumper. I never want to do that. You know what? Bigger wasp. I wonder what it would be like if there was a game, an entry, where you didn't have potions, you had to only heal with like vigor wasps or whatever around the map. It would probably be not fun at all. Like the healing would be super quick, which would be... It's moving again. Which would be complained about. And I actually think all the healing being that would be annoying. It would be too, oh, just grab a vigor wasp to heal. If there were enough that you could actually access them consistently at like a similar availability to as... Ooh, I didn't expect him to come from that side. Like if it was similarly accessible to potions, there'd be too many available would be needed. And I think like then waiting to heal after you use the ones nearby would be tedious. I think it'd be a bad idea, is all I'm basically saying. Wall running. Get it out of the game. Never bring it back. It's one of the funnier attacks, honestly. Good timing. Oh, I'm thinking about Hazard for a second. The double Hazard Furious Rajang was kind of underwhelming too. Nothing about it felt... well, I say this. The Hazard part didn't feel particularly noticeable. Likely because of the fact that there was two of them. And that makes it so you can't really judge the differences on an individual scale as easily. But yeah, that might have been different. It might have been quicker. Like, some of the attacks felt to me like they might be quicker, but I'd only done normal Risen Teostra once, so I can't actually compare it. They weren't meaningfully harder, I think. So I'm assuming the Camellias will be similarly pretty easy for this level of difficulty. Once I get to Anomaly 300, that's where it's gonna get crazy, I'm assuming.
Not quite sharp enough.
Because, I don't know, I'd be surprised if the special investigations weren't, you know, more difficult. Based on the fact that people have said they're more difficult. Oh, that means that I will have to grind to 300. And after 220... Ooh, cool. After 220, it's going to be a lot less. It's going to be a lot slower. Because I'm pretty sure I lose the 300% after 220. So it'll just be the normal. Like, this is 150%. And that's still 800. When, even with the 300, not the 400, with 300 and 30-minute delay, I'm getting close to 4,000. So the 4,000 being reduced will be annoying. Argosy pickup, Meowcenaries. I don't know. I don't think any of this matters anymore. Wondering if I should switch one of these. Because I might be kind of low on some of the resources. Mega potions are fine. I only have 400 honey. I would rather have like 9,999. Antidotes are fine. I wonder if I should be using herbal medicine instead of antidote herbs. Maybe I should be. Ancient potions are neat. Yes, catalysts and immunizers. Bitterbugs, honey, and mandragora I need a ton of because I use those here. Godbug, blue mushroom for life powder. That's an AoE. These are one of the limiting factors. I mean, I'm getting enough that I don't actually use them that often, so I should be fine most of the time, but... Poison smoke bomb. Huh. Oh yeah, mega barrel bombs need scatterfish. I could bring scatterfish with me to craft more, but given that I don't know my current source of those, I don't know if it's necessary. But I will wrap up here. Just as I'm here for a second. Like, in my mind, this seems like the best place. The Risen Dragon Bones are pretty good. 2 of them for a full set. Slightly wasteful. Yeah, these high tier materials seem kind of nice. Like the Rise gems seem like they're kind of only good for this. There's armor. There's a couple decorations, but it mostly seems like once you have what you need from the Rise gems, they're fairly simple to sacrifice.
Goodbye. Please come again.
Like there's no...
Hey, good to see ya.
They're used for so little that consuming them doesn't feel bad. Whereas the other materials that you use for weapon upgrades and all that, using them feels a lot worse. Because I've never used any of them after maybe the very start where I made like 1 set. There's a few things that I need to do.
Bye now.
I need to... I can get... This is not right now, I'm stopping, but...
Would you like to try Anomaly?
If I do this quest here, I can get... Supposedly... I can unlock... the... Intrepid. I think Intrepid Jewel 1. Because getting the Intrepid Jewel 1 would be really nice, because that's a good level 1 slot.
I know that, but I feel safer with you here.
But it's Afflicted Dire Dark
My
Blood,
mind at ease.
which I guess is not Crimson Glow Volstrax, is it? No, it's Chaotic Gore. Slash Flaming Espinus / Seething Basil Goose, which, I mean, if this quest wasn't awful, that would work. I probably would just grind this up to 200 to get those, but that's for the future. Today, I wrap up.
I look forward to your safe return.
Next time, I will do the Chameleos.
For all your questing needs.
Ooh, actually, maybe I do this one. Because these drop at 210, 211, 211, 212 is what these drop at. The default from these quests. If I just do this one as well next time, it will give me an on-level one that I can get the Dire Dark Blood from. So yeah, next time I'll do the slightly different Risen Chameleos and the Chaotic Gormagala. The Chaotic Gormagala is just going to be a normal Gormagala, so I might even do it with... Well, it's going to be a normal Chaotic Gormagala. I might do that with another weapon, maybe the hunting horn I crafted recently. I might use this. It'll be interesting. So, I'll wrap up here, and I'll continue next time. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.